You ever been yelled at by your players? You ever been just generally insulted and bombarded? You know, it's like an abusive relationship, dude. I swear, you guys are bad people. Um, Hi, we have only a single announcement. Today, or not today, this month is the month of Scion for Onyx Path celebration of their 10th year, their 10th anniversary, their 10 years of Scion, 10 years of Onyx Path. I always do this. Um, as such, you'll be seeing, should have been seeing, it's the 22nd, I'm bad at this. You should have been seeing actual plays, interviews, all that more stuff about showcasing Scion, Origin, all the Hero, all the second edition stuff. Um, but as far as I know, aside from that, and of course Onyx PathCon coming up on June 10th through June 12th, that is the only announcement we have. You can follow us on Twitter. We've been retweeting the schedule for Onyx PathCon. That's the best way to keep up to date, at least with us on our side of things. Of course, follow Onyx Path on Twitter as well. They're the primary source. We're just kind of like an appendage, a finger, an arm, a toe. But with that being said, I think I have nothing left to delay this episode with. So let's go ahead and meet our Scions, shall we?
Hey, Charles here. Apparently I'm abusive to my ST and pick on him.
Yeah, MAJIN here. You ever been asked, the same question over and over, and you gave the same response over and over? Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, there it is. Bullies. All of you bullies. All of them. As you can see, we don't have Gregor with us today. He's got some family stuff to take care of. So we will be seeing him next Sunday. But for now, let's jump into today's episode of Scion Godsend. I'm at a loss. Charles.
Me?
You! MAJIN has disappeared. Gregor is gone. This feels very unsafe.
Are you sure about this?
I'm gonna regret this, but sure. You're gonna be. It's all you, buddy. Just remember, please remember Twitch terms of service.
God. Okay, alright, let me think. Filter. Alright. What did we do last time on Scion Godsend? Here's MAJIN with the recap.
So, yeah, last session, we came.
That's enough. I'll take it. I got it. Don't worry about it. All right. Just want to put you guys under the fire a little bit. Last time on Scion Godsend, our heroes had just finished up their combat with the Eagle Warrior and the Jaguar Warrior that had kidnapped Charles. By finished up, I mean two of the individuals had been taken out. The other one was sort of powering up, using his fallen allies as a sacrifice toward whatever deity that he viewed as a patron. In addition to this, during their fight and during their cleanup, let's say, I believe Charles was the one to spot this little black dog hopping from body to body. This turned out to be Shalotl, here to do his task and shepherd the dead. Shalotl being a Teotl deity, a very prominent Teotl deity. Charles called out and was like, "Hey, what are you doing, buddy?" Shalotl explained his purpose and asked what they were doing. It seems Shalotl took not exception, but felt for their plight, felt for the misunderstanding that was taking place here. So Shalotl himself acted as mediator between these two parties, this remaining Eagle Warrior and our heroes. Everything was kind of cleared up in the end. Turns out that they were after Charles because he was being cagey. Thought he was a monkey of the second son, a titan in the Teotl pantheon. Now our heroes don't agree with their reasoning that, being cagey must be kidnapped. And frankly, I'm inclined to agree. I don't know what would possess them to do such things. But our heroes were free to go. After taking a brief selfie and picture with Shalotl, some proof they met a Teotl deity, they journeyed on to Tucson in hopes of catching Phil, their adversary, antagonist, whatever they may call him. They journeyed to Tucson. As this was the case, they had some time to kill before Charles had come up with the idea and entreated his fellows to join him at a gentleman's club in order to kill time, in order to kind of lure Phil out and make him uncomfortable. Unbeknownst to our Scions, however, unbeknownst to our heroes, some little behind-the-scenes information for you guys. Shalotl, for those of you guys in the know, is the twin brother of another Teotl deity, Quetzalcoatl himself. Meeting our heroes and causing such a stir-up in Teotl domains, Shalotl did indeed let his brother know that something was afoot and heading to Tucson. As such, unknown to our heroes, under the watchful eye of Quetzalcoatl, our heroes journeyed. Our heroes sought to kill time. They went to Walmart, of all places. Bought a new TV after encountering some individuals, some scammers, some people that seemed a little bit shady. MAJIN was the one to uncover that they were followers of a specific creature. That they were followers of Kukulkan, and that they were seeking to undermine the Sam Walton Foundation, Sam Walton Corporation, I should say, by underselling the very products that were housed in this corporate building. They bought a TV for 10 cents. Seems that these individuals infiltrated the Walmart company itself, and then they followed these individuals. They decided that if they worked for Kukulkan, maybe they could lead them to Kukulkan. Another ally, another listening ear for the warning of things to come in this impending cold, perhaps hot war. Our heroes, indeed, they followed him. They followed these individuals to a shady, little seedy motel where they found Kukulkan. Some words were exchanged. Kukulkan had asked the question, "Why would I let you leave if I am in hiding?" Our heroes felt as if they may be in danger, as they were being surrounded by Kukulkan's followers. A knock at the door. The door was opened by one of Kukulkan's followers, and there stood an older gentleman, clad in modern clothing, sort of nicer make, feathers and trinkets and beads in his hair. He told our heroes to run. And as they did, they saw these two feathered serpents rise up, destroying the motel as they'd begun to clash in the skies of Tucson. Kukulkan and Quetzalcoatl, two aspects of the same deity, fighting high among the clouds in Tucson, creating thunder and lightning and chaos and mayhem. As our heroes lured away some of the heirs and followers of Kukulkan to give Quetzalcoatl at least an equal fight. That is where we join them now. Gregor in the van, MAJIN on his motorcycle, and Charles on his cloud, being chased by 3 heirs of Kukulkan. Gentlemen, we join you here and now. What would you like to do?
And just to clarify, biggest threat is still activated.
Correct. That's how you lured them away to begin with.
Yeah. So if they attack anybody other than me, a +2 difficulty.
Noted.
But for the most part, I'm just kiting them away. Yeah, I'm taunting them. Friendly competition. Slow as fucking birds.
Interesting. So, Majin, taunting them, you have biggest threat active. I'm not going to make you make a roll to taunt them, as that's kind of already bringing their attention to you. I am going to ask for a pilot roll. These are airborne individuals. These individuals are, from what you know, draconic scions, perhaps followers and priests of Kukulkan. Let's see if they're faster than your motorcycle. While we make those rolls, Charles. Yes, question from you, Majin.
No, just wanted to make sure I get a +2 enhancement because, well, at least I would consider this being chased.
Oh, yes.
So,
Just a small call out of like, hey, by the way, I'm better at this than you. I will make my rolls for the airs as well. Charles, anything you'd like to do? You're being chased by dragons.
Yeah. I'm not being chased. I'm just tagging along with Majin, who's being chased.
He takes so much after
I'd
your
like
father.
I'd like to flank him, basically. I'd like to go around and catch him from the backside and just start swatting them out of the sky.
Give me Dex Athletics, or are there Pilot and Dex? Well, Pilot and whatever you'd like to do, I'll say. Your choice, because you're going to need to not necessarily be sneaky, but kind of dip down, loop around, make sure that they are within your vicinity after the end of this maneuver.
Well, what if I just slow down and then go right up next to him and start smacking the shit out of him?
That will work. I'll say it may add a complication in your attacks.
Could I use sidestepping to jump onto one of their backs from my cloud then?
I'll allow it.
Alright, there we go. I have no points in pilot, okay? Like, I don't want to make that roll.
As we begin today's session as well, I want to check in on your guys' momentum. How much momentum do you guys have left over from last session?
I have 3 listed.
That sounds about right to me.
Indeed, you guys were failing some rolls. But you do this, Charles, Majin, the results of your roll.
Oh, before I do that, can I embody one of my paths? My pilot path?
You wish to invoke one of your paths?
Yeah.
By all means.
Alright. And that's just a +2, right?
Correct.
Okay. So that's 10 total successes.
10 total successes. Majin, swift as the wind, fast as lightning, you are struggling to make it a chase at this point. You have to decide to slow down and keep these guys with you. You could leave them behind if you so choose. But at this point, with what you're trying to do, you have to kind of keep them engaged, and you yourself are having to limit yourself. You can feel the Darkon Windhorse ready to flee, to run free, and then have to pull back. You can sense the creature's irritation, as even the spirit of this Windhorse expected a better chase from dragons.
1 horsepower.
Dropping it down into second gear, you are guiding these draconic airs. Is there anything else you'd like to do as you're riding, Majin? Anything you'd like to do attack-wise? Anything you'd like to do combat-wise?
No, not at the moment. I don't want to. Yeah, I don't want to hurt them yet, I guess.
Understood. Charles, I'll say, Majin, you do see Charles kind of like once was on your right. Charles, do you say anything before you step sideways?
No.
In a flash,
I'm gonna tell Cao Cao the clown to stick with Majin, but yeah.
Understood. In a flash, Charles is gone and atop one of the backs of one of the draconic airs. Anything from you, Charles? Any attack? Any call out any catchy slogan or catchphrase?
Absolutely. I'm gonna smack the shit out of this dude and say flying Raijin combo level.
Awful. Absolutely atrocious. Go ahead and give me close combat and whatever you feel would be necessary.
Trying to hit him hard. Going with might. And then I'd like to invoke my combat specialist path. Now that's 2 enhancement, right?
Correct.
Cool. I got 8.
Eight, you say?
Yes.
6 on his part. He kind of raises his arm as you bring the boken down. It clashes into his forearm. You can see the blood begin to seep. Charles, he's stopped flying after Majin. You now have his full attention. He grips the boken, holding you up with it. You're kind of in a weird situation. He's kind of moved you off to the side. You've still made impact. You've broken this creature's arm. And you can definitely see he's struggling to hold up the boken plus your weight. But he's...
Can I use the excess success for a twist of fate?
You absolutely can. What can I do for you? You have 2 excess successes.
After I smacked him, he flew into one of the other flying dragons.
Okay, that will forego damage. Are you okay with that? Charles?
Yes, I'm okay with foregoing the damage to have him smack into the dragon.
Understood. Charles, you swing at him. Take some narrative control. What's this look like? You're on top of this individual, so I'm curious as to what happens next. By all means.
Swing into him, and he started his wings faster to try and make up for the additional weight of my Mjolnir, Boken, and myself. And so he sends himself veering off into one of the dragons chasing after Majin, and he starts losing altitude due to the excess weight. Since I'm wearing my weighted training clothes and my Boken's heavy as fuck to people who are not Charles.
Excellent, excellent. So you're clinging to this individual and kind of hopping over to somebody else. Am I getting that correct?
If that's all right.
Perfectly fine. I am going to require, I believe, I'm going to call this Dex Athletics.
I got 7 successes.
Nimble as your father, you leap from this now jettisoned foe over to another individual. Hopping on his back, you can see draconic wings have sprouted from here. You can see the scales and such. You are kind of on the back of this individual, hands gripped onto his hair, Boken raised into the sky. Majin, anything from you?
Oh, home run, out left field. Snide comment.
Excellent. One individual is going to try to attempt to catch up to you. I'm going to hold your successes unless you would like to make another roll from your previous pilot check.
Oh, no, then I'll hold my successes.
Understood. No dice, still trailing behind you. The other that Charles isn't on currently Charles, would you like it to take it to defensive action? So they're going to attempt to fling you off their back.
I
into
would
the ground.
love the opportunity to take defensive action. I'd like to try and dodge.
Understood. By all means. Go ahead and give me that roll.
+2 difficulty.
Invoking for your from your relic, correct?
No, the biggest threat. If they attack anybody
You're right. You're
other than
absolutely
me,
right.
they get 2 difficulty.
Complication or just added to the difficulty?
Difficulty.
Understood.
I got 3.
3. Majin's +2 saved you. So both of you guys can take narrative control of the situation. This individual trying to reaches back and is ready to grab and throw Charles. What happens, Majin? How do you distract this individual? What does that +2 difficulty look like? How does he miss Charles?
Snide Carmen. You fucking Wizard of Oz monkey. Yeah. Yeah.
Distracting enough, sort of give Charles, because he kind of glances over at you and giving this glare. You can see fangs have grown in this individual's mouth. Charles, you kind of worm your way and just like smack him away. Like, no, no. Still on his back, kind of holding onto the back of the shirt now, Boken raised, literally surfing on this individual.
I'm striking at him like Chim Chim strikes at me whenever I try grabbing him off of me, using Chim Chim defensive tactics.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Chim Chim, I'm gonna say, because we didn't define where Chim Chim was, I'm gonna say he's safe in the van. I'll give that to you as a gift.
What? You mean
Well,
Chim
he was
Chim
with Ryder.
isn't riding on Chi-Chi about to come down and fuck these people up?
That's a whole different twist of fate, my friend.
Next time.
That is that individual. We have one more to deal with, and they're pretty fed up with you, Majin. So, they open their maw wide, wider than a human being should be able to open. You can see the fangs have taken hold as well. There is a deep enveloping of flame that begins to emerge from their throat. This turquoise flame begins to fire out. What defensive action would you like to take? Or, you can always just take it on the head.
I mean, I don't want to just get hit. Now and can I dodge out the way?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Is that full? If I do full defense, that takes my turn, right? Or my action, basically.
Yes.
There we go. I'm gonna do full defense to double my defense pool.
Understood.
Three successes.
3 successes. This individual...
Hold on. +2. So 5.
The flames make impact. You are enveloped in this turquoise flame very briefly, and you rocket out of these strange divine flames. Untouched. Seems the speed. You ever passed your hand through fire? The speed and that little wind shield that is created has enveloped you as you erupt from the flame. You can almost hear the whinnying and the neighing of the horse, excited. There's actually something interesting happening now as it rides forward. Charles.
I have an idea. I'd like to use the distance between Majin and the dragons is still about the same, right?
Yeah, Majin has complete control of how far he would like to be away from the dragons. Or the heirs, I should say.
Cool. Is my cloud still floating up next to him?
Correct.
Yeah, I'd like to use sidestepping to get on my cloud.
Absolutely easily done. One movement band.
Majin, I have an idea. Let's go to an abandoned parking lot, like a parking garage.
Okay. All right. Yeah, let's find one then.
Cool. Is it alright if I hold on to your horse while I look it up on my phone?
Okay. All right.
If you want, I can just hold on to your vest or something. I don't care. I just need to hold on to you while I look this up on my phone so we don't lose each other.
Okay, sure. Yeah, just wrap your tail around me or something.
Cool. I'll turn around on my cloud and wrap my tail around Mod and then start looking up like abandoned parking garages around the area.
I'm gonna need something from you. I need a technology roll, Charles. This is a high-stakes situation. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't call this roll for just a quick Google. But this is combat and a chase scene, and you're about to be engulfed in flame. So, let me see that tech.
Can I use my mental arena for that?
Absolutely.
Cool. I'm going to use Resolve. I got 3 successes.
3 successes. Not the best texter and driver. You begin to search this process. As this goes on, Majin, you've used your turn as a full defense. These individuals are going to take some pot shots at you with turquoise flame. Defensive rolls can be made if you'd like.
Three successes total.
Understood. Charles?
I also got 3.
Okay. So two flames kind of veer off left and right. Charles, you're pulled as Majin is swerving. The cloud staying beneath your feet, kind of texting and just kind of maneuvering and being dragged along by this. It's an interesting sight. The whole Tucson area. High above you in the skies, you can feel the heat of thunder and lightning and the crack of the sounds of thunder as they shatter windows, shaking the world. As Quetzalcoatl and Kukulkan are still fighting high above. Yes, Charles, you have a question, it seems.
Oh, I was just thinking which one of them struck me with lightning.
The final turquoise flame strikes you, Charles.
Because of the question, huh?
No. With two actually with 3 successes plus Majin's +2, it strikes. But you kind of duck down. There's a little bit of singe to the tail fur, but there's not much that this does.
I do have a.
You think that turquoise flame is just superficial?
Say that again?
You think that fire breathing thing they do is just superficial? It doesn't look like it does anything.
Man, it was a little warm.
The fucking disrespect. Majin, what were you saying?
Oh, so the journey. So I have the journey path from my relic. Says that the innate power is you have an unfailing sense of direction and allow you to find a route that leads to any point in the world as an unrolled action, unless it's obscured by magic. Will we be able to just know where an abandoned warehouse is and just go there?
I believe with the journey's purview, it requires you to have been there before. Am I correct? Or it requires you to know of the place, correct?
It doesn't say it from what I'm reading. The entire thing is what I said, and then it says you can sense presence of an Aximundi or other gate between realms of existence from miles away.
I'll say that you still need to know at least the location. So Charles Googling this, and then once you just have the address, for some reasons, for some divine and magical reason, you will just be like, got it, and then you'll be able to ride. With that being said, Charles, you find a location.
Here it is, P. Sherman, 42 South Wallaby Way, Sydney.
That is not the address. You shame.
No,
Dory.
it's absolutely not the address. Insert address here.
I love. Oh, I don't even think it's the address from the movie. Either way, it doesn't matter.
It's not.
You guys have a location, and with how Majin's original role, you can kite them in a way, continuing to. I would assume both of you are kind of insulting them, keeping them interested.
Yeah, we can bully them.
Sure, why
It's
not?
like cattle rustling, you know?
Yeah.
That's not how you deal with cows, but all right. You guys.
It's true. With cows, you just leave the gates open, let them meander their way to wherever they need to go.
We could have cows, man. You guys
We're gonna have cows.
make your way to this location.
A year?
You guys make your way to the location. You continue on. What would you guys like to do? As I said, Majin, you have full control of your speed and distance. You are able to easily do this.
Talking to Charles real quick. What are we trying to take these guys out, or we just what you want to do?
Yeah. So we're gonna take them into the parking garage, and while we go up towards the top floor, once we get them inside, I'm gonna collapse it.
That sounds like a plan.
I am all for this.
That's why we
All right.
weren't doing it.
You guys speed toward a parking garage, not necessarily abandoned. There are definitely still some cars there, possibly parking illegally, but doesn't look like there's people. Majin, you are able to speed as much as you would like here. Are you going over to the top? Are you just entering in? What's the location that you would like? Where would you like to be when Charles collapses this? It's the big question.
Am I on my bike?
Absolutely.
Am I able to get to the roof?
Yeah.
Can I fucking jump this shit?
I will allow you to do this. You invoked which path already?
My pilot path.
What other paths do you have left?
I have Survivalists and Motorcycle Club.
I'm gonna make you make a roll. You can choose to invoke. I'm gonna help walk you through this, because this is a good moment. You'll need a twist of fate. Invoke your motorcycle path, and we'll see what happens. Shall we?
All right.
Charles,
A year?
being dragged along by Majin via cloud, your phone begins to ring.
I'll answer it. Yeah, hey, what's going on?
Gregor. Hey, I lost them. Where are you guys? Are you guys safe?
I'll give him the address. It's not safe yet, and give us a second. We'll meet back up with you. Meet us at the Gentleman's Club.
I really don't think this is a good idea, Charles. I don't think we like. I feel like we should leave at this point.
Hey, you have perfect memory, right?
Yeah,
You have photographic memory, right?
kind of.
Yeah. Hey, what was the number for that secretary of Ted Yuen?
Oh,
I know
that's
she had business cards on her desk. I just didn't catch the number.
oh, that's easy. He starts to spout
Send
off
it
the
to me.
number.
Yes. I'll hang up.
You can, as you hang up, you can hear Gregor kind of like, "Why do I hear yelling?" Click. You guys speeding through the parking garage. Charles still being drugged by MAJIN, correct?
Yes.
All right, they're gonna take 3 more rounds of attacks as you guys are doing this. I'm gonna say you guys can take defensive actions, of course. But prepping this sort of combo attack, make a defensive action. We'll see where things go. Huh.
Dude, I can not get over 3. Like, I don't know what my deal is with defense.
I got a total of 7. And then the 2 difficulty that they have for attacking trials.
Yes. So even with 5s, Charles, you are safe. MAJIN, you are safe. These bombardment of turquoise flame striking into walls and support beams, definitely you can see have caused some damage to the concrete and such. No damage to you guys though. As you guys race to the top of the parking structure. MAJIN, I'm going to need that roll from you. Let's invoke your path. Let's see how it goes.
So 4 successes plus the 4 enhancement is a total of 8.
MAJIN, we'll get back to you very shortly. Charles, with MAJIN, again, controlling the speed, you are able to speed up. They are about just 1 level below you, ready to speed up and possibly, you've kind of lost track of them on the 2nd level. This is a 4-layered parking garage. The 4th layer being the top floor. You lost them on the 2nd, so that means that they are either following immediately behind you or going to perform some other draconic feat of strength and burst through the floor. Something's going to happen. So, point being, you are on the top, they are somewhere in the parking structure. Charles, how does this happen?
Yeah, so I'm going to use my tail that's holding on to MAJIN, and I'm going to try and, like, pull myself down close to the ground and just, like, slap my hand against the floor of the parking garage and activate Raise the City, burning momentum to have it be utilized instantly. I went ahead and did the knack roll. I got 4 successes.
Excellent. With any number of successes, this can be done easily and taken care of. Momentum burning will do this instantly. So you begin to raise your hand up and slap down on the parking structure. MAJIN, you can feel the world crumble around you, just instantaneously, just immediate into rubble. MAJIN, you have 8 successes on that twist of fate. Take full control of the situation. How does this action hero scene play out?
Oh shit. Okay. God damn it. So yeah, it's collapsing, right? And there's this ramp leading off the roof. And we take off, and as soon as we're taking off, right? The Dragonaires come in and they blow their warm, massage flames, and then we're just taking off, and there's Charles on the back wrapped around, and we're just flying like eagles in the air. You know that Evel Knievel scene in Toy Story 4?
Absolutely.
Where he's like, yeah.
Excellent. So, Charles, you dragged along Majin. You see this sort of ramp that was already set up for some reason. Moved onto the top of the parking structure. As you rev one final time, making that jump, Charles, you slap down, big smile on your face as you smack the parking structure. It erupts into small, from anywhere from fist to sand sized bits of rubble. Just completely destroyed. Right off of the end of the top of the parking structure, the sun and lightning, or rather the sun being covered by clouds, lightning strikes. Anyone watching from the ground will see this bike. Charles dangling from his tail, big smile on his face, boken in hand, just looking at the parking structure. You can see turquoise flames erupting from the cracks in the rubble before everything starts to collapse in a cloud of dust. The lightning and thunder strikes. Majin, with 8 successes, I would highly suggest you decide where you want to land.
I can assist with that. I'm on my cloud. I can try veering us.
Majin, you're muted.
Yeah. Unless there's it just happened to be a parking structure on the right next door that
You
we
have
landed
8
on.
successes, my friend. There can be a parking structure right next door.
Yeah. We'll aim for that parking structure over there.
You do this. You fly on eagle's wings as lightning and thunder crashes behind you, landing across the other parking structure onto another ramp. That must be why it's there. Kids are dangerous. You land atop the second parking structure, sort of skidding the bike around, looking at the destruction you two have wrought. Charles, on the cloud, sort of drifting. This intense maneuver, this drift on 2 wheels, as Majin kind of looks at the destruction, and Charles kind of just gingerly floats next to you, just like, what would you guys like to do?
Want to see me do it again?
One time is enough, unless they're still kicking.
Gregor, or rather Charles, your phone begins to ring again.
Whatever happens, it's a me. It's Gregor. We need to go meet him at the gentleman's. Hello?
What did you do? What the hell was that?
Are you not? What was what? We're going to the gentleman's club.
It sounded like a building just exploded.
I don't know what you're talking about, but we're heading to the gentleman's club.
Sure, reconvene there.
Okay, love you, bye. He said he's very proud of us and he'll see us at the gentleman's club.
Oh, man. He's so supportive. Let's go.
You guys...
Let's see what we can get him to do for $20.
You guys make your way down from the parking structure. It's, I wouldn't say a casual ride over to the gentleman's club. It is, again, there's chaos and mayhem and destruction above the skies of Tucson. People are freaking out. Eventually, you guys arrive outside this establishment. It's open, as it was closer to 7 by the time you guys had already encountered all of this. There you see the van parked out front.
Cool. I'll hop off the cloud. I'll look, see if anyone's in the van.
There's Gregor. You can see, as you kind of peek your head in and you kind of start to wave at Gregor, and then you can see Sir Arthur Pendlewhip hop up in front of the glass. A dog kind of doing a jump scare is not normally that like it's, of course you have a little bit of a heart flutter. With your guys' point of awareness is just this creature just like popping up from the glass. Very quickly fades back into a dog, but you can see the dog just like Gregor rolls the window down.
All right, let's go in.
Sarotho Pendlewhip kind of gives you a lick. Charles just tongue longer than it should be, a little bit more narrow.
There's a good dog.
Chim Chim hops.
So how was your drive?
Chim Chim hops out of the van over to your shoulder. Gregor answers. I lost them pretty quickly. How was yours?
It was good. We managed to lose the dragons. One might even argue that we beat them.
Gregor looks to you, Majin. Just...
I'd say we won.
Any refinement on that? Any clarification?
A parking garage fell on them.
We won good.
Ah.
We really lucked out.
We won good. Excellent. Can we leave? Can we leave the city? I feel like we don't need to be here anymore.
We still got Phil to talk to.
I don't think Phil is going to be anywhere near this place after what just occurred. I think we've blown our chance.
We've blown our chance? What are you talking about?
It's not really our fault.
I didn't want to go. I didn't want to. This was your two's idea.
It was a good idea, though.
Was it?
Well, let's finish our go the gentleman.
Charles, you're cutting in and out a little bit. If you could possibly move closer to your router, that'd be great.
Fair enough.
Majin, or rather, you guys are outside the Gentleman's Club. Again, Kukulkan and Quetzalcoatl are still fighting above Tucson. What would you guys like to do? Gregor has offered the idea to leave.
I mean,
I'd like to go inside and get fucking sloshed.
I'm down for whatever. Just give me a sec, and I'm gonna get off my bike and start, taking care of my girl, patting her. Good girl. Did a good job today.
Excellent.
Good shit.
Taking care of the Darkon Wind Horse. You can feel the excitement and the sort of thanks from the Wind Horse itself. As you do this, lightning strikes the Gentleman's Club.
Well,
A flash of heat and what would normally be a destructive wave of power erupts, should blow out the glass of the van, and blows out the nearby building's glass and power. And this quick flash, the Gentleman's Club is left untouched. Building still standing. The windowless brick unscathed.
I think that says it all. This place is protected. We should
No
probably
safer
take
place to be.
shelter in there.
Gregor kind of just
Absolutely.
looks down and just like, God damn it.
It's a blessing, Gregor.
I don't... Okay. Then we're leaving first thing in the morning. Deal?
Sure.
Okay.
Have fun.
It's a Phoenix, right?
To Vegas.
Oh, it's a Vegas. Oh, okay.
We're not allowed in Phoenix. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't think we're ever allowed in Phoenix ever again.
We didn't even make it to Phoenix. I haven't even been to Phoenix.
Imagine how much more Vegas will be. Imagine how much more fun Vegas will be. I need a drink.
With that, Gregor tells you guys to have a good time. He doesn't make any moves to get out of the van.
You're not
Leave his
coming?
ass there. Does he want me to grab him any food while we're in?
This establishment cannot have food. It cannot. It simply
What?
cannot have food.
Have you never been to a strip club before?
There's
of course
no
it has
way.
food.
There's
And
no way it has food.
It absolutely has food.
I do not want any food that comes out of this establishment.
Known for their great food.
I do not want any food that comes out of this establishment.
What? You haven't even been in there.
We'll get you some cheese
Very
sticks
Jojo
just in
Pie
case.
cover.
They can't have cheese sticks. That's not a normal thing that the gentlemen's clubs have. That's not what they're known for. They're not known for their food. He starts to roll up the window.
It's
Yep.
natural oils.
Natural oils. You guys enter into the establishment, leaving Gregor behind. I'll ask, Charles, you have like a little cloth backpack full of stolen money that Chim Chim has helped you acquire. Majin, you have cash of your own as well. Under normal circumstances, we don't really track like how much cash you guys have, if it's an issue. Under this circumstances, we are going to do a fade to black, but I do need to ask how much self-restraint and how much money you are aiming to spend, if there is a budget.
So you know how they'll like make it rain with like single dollar bills? So instead of that, I'm going to do that with all of the stolen credit cards and everything. And then I'm going to like just have a fat stack of cash that Chim Chim and I are going to be like tossing around every now and then. Zero restraint, I guess I should say.
Excellent. Charles noted. Majin?
You know, yeah, I'm restrained. You know, just one cat. You know, and we're just talking. You know, about life and stuff, and you know,
Excellent.
how they came to be and stuff like that, and you know, just travels.
Did you say one cat?
You... I need one roll from you, Majin. I need something of... let's call this presence. And then whatever you think would be necessary to mingle in this establishment.
I'm just trying to chill. You know, hang out,
Mm-hmm.
meet some people. Presence and survival. God. Persuasion?
Persuasion, I would say survival is a viable choice as well.
All right. I'll do persuasion.
Excellent.
3 successes.
Excellent. 3 successes. You meet someone here who is a dancer. Goes by the name Kitty. She is a Scion. A Scion of what? You don't exactly know. But you do smell the scent of olives and you hear the sounds of petitioners and low conversation that is clearly not in this club as well. Possibly linked to the Daoi Pantheon, same as Donnie. With that, we fade to black. This individual discusses with you, Majin, life, how she came to be, how you came to be. It's less of a gentleman's club experience and more of a bond of friendship that you've incurred here today. The club is hers. That is why it is protected. Her patron deity watches over this place.
Oh. It feels like fucking destiny.
So, with that, we fade from this scene, eventually into the next morning, where Charles emerges a poorer man. MAJIN, you can drink, of course, as much you'd like. Gregor is asleep in the front seat of the van, so you guys could reasonably get sloshed, as you had aimed to do, as Gregor will be driving.
We still gotta get a fucking a trailer, a new trailer. I can't get too wasted. Just 2 beers.
Fair. Oh, responsible. I like that. Charles, do you emerge sloshed? Excellent. You guys emerge from this club. You find yourself in the van. You wake Gregor, and he says, "It's time to leave. We're leaving."
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Need to find a trailer.
We do need to find a trailer.
You guys can do that on the way out. People are kind of abandoning their business and just leaving shit that's up for grabs. Again, Tucson's fucked. There's not lightning and thunder anymore, though. It's eerily quiet.
Oh, real quick, just to backtrack a little bit. Can I exchange info with Kitty?
Yes, that was implied.
Oh, okay.
But to clarify, absolutely, yes, you can.
All right, cool.
Excellent. You guys begin to drive and look for a trailer. The dog, Sir Arthur Pendlewhip, becomes very rigid, staring out the front window. Statue-like. Gregor doesn't seem to notice as he's driving, but you two do.
I think he found a trailer.
I think he found Phil.
He speaks in a tongue that is not his. He has remembered.
He says this?
He does.
See, I told you I'd teach the dog how to speak English.
What the fuck? You remembered how to talk?
The dog kind of shivers and kind of like does that shake that dogs do whenever they kind of snap out of something or like get wet. Dog kind of like looks around, starts to sniff, goes over to you, MAJIN, headbutting you for pets.
You can't just break character like that and act like nothing happened. What the hell, man? Nothing?
No response.
He's still learning.
I'll pet him.
Pat him behind the ears. Gregor is just like, I'll deal with it when we can. We'll deal with it when we can. This is just, we'll deal with it when we can.
Chim, do you know what that was about?
I have no fucking idea what that was about. That was the most terrifying fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. What does he remembers means? He has remembered? Is that what he said?
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like it might be related to Phil.
I don't like that.
Hey, Charles, ask Chim if he'll teach me sign language. I want to be able to speak to him.
Chim, will you teach MAJIN sign language?
Kind of looks over at MAJIN. There's like large dewy eyes, like almost near tears. He looks up at you and he's just like, starts to sign in tandem. I mean, I guess you guys don't know sign language yet, but he starts to sign at you, MAJIN. But he speaks, Charles, you understand. He says, it would be my honor to teach you sign language.
He says he doesn't know if you're smart enough for it.
He starts punching. He starts punching Charles.
But he says he'll try his best.
And you be an asshole about it. God damn it.
He hops over to
You sure you want to
Majin.
talk to him?
He hops over to you, Majin. You guys continue this discussion. Gregor finds a trailer, and you guys are on the road once again. Vegas is not far from this place. You guys can get there within the day.
Was it like a 6-8 hour drive?
It's not even that much. I believe it's like a 5-hour drive. Is there anything you guys want to discuss along the way?
I'm just, disappointed that little meeting didn't go as good as I thought it was gonna. Damn, we really kind of fucked up Arizona, didn't we? We killed 2 people, caused a big old god war. Damn.
Correction. Since you guys are not allowed in Phoenix, it will be about a 7.5 hour drive.
Or we could just drive through real fast.
It's always a risk you guys can't take.
You can take your bike off road.
Oh my god. Alright, whatever. This place, god, I see why, Donnie. It doesn't take much to get banned from Arizona.
No, it doesn't. Bunch of scrubs.
You guys, I see your smirk, eat dicks. You guys travel 7.5 hours. It's a long drive. You guys sleep. You guys play PlayStation. You guys continue on. Gregor insists on driving the whole way, making very few stops, as he wants out of Arizona as soon as possible.
Fine.
You guys arrive in Nevada. You guys will need to pass. You guys will need to pass through a couple shitty places. You see on the border of Arizona, across the river, there's a border between Nevada and Arizona. On the Arizona side, there's a city called Bullhead City. It's a little dirt stain of a town, and there's not really much to talk about here. Across the other side of the river, on the Nevada side, is Laughlin. You guys pass through this, continuing on through Searchlight, Nevada, all the way up to Henderson. Passing through Henderson, you guys are in the Las Vegas area. Gregor does make a stop in Henderson to get gas, re-up on snacks and anything you guys might need. But you guys have essentially arrived. You guys are about 30 minutes away from Las Vegas. Henderson is a city right next door.
Charles, I just realized our trainers didn't come.
Maybe they're giving us a break because some of us have been shot.
True. Huh.
Maybe they're being nice because of all the shit that happened in Arizona. I don't know. Do I still have my action figure?
You still have your action figure.
When we stop.
Oh, shit! Did Gregor send me the message of that girl's phone number?
Yes.
I'm going to call her.
Easily done. It's about 4 p.m. here in Nevada. Leaving it in New York, I want to say that's 6, maybe 7. My time zones might be off a little bit.
Starting to sound like Donnie.
Yeah, it's It would be about 7 p.m. You have the business phone.
Yeah, I'll call.
You call after business hours.
Well, I'm hoping you'll like have a message that says the cell number.
Unfortunately, no. This is a business sort of front desk number.
Damn. I'll try again later.
As you
All right,
guys
cool.
are stopped at this gas station, something interesting happens. Gregor is inside using the restroom and sort of stockpiling on now first aid supplies. And an interesting vehicle pulls up behind you guys. As you guys are in the front, Gregor is a decent human being and pulls to the furthest frontmost gas station rather than parking in the back and then just having people back in. That shit sucks. You're a bad person if you do that. And I mean it on a deep level. You guys see this sort of all-white SUV-style limousine pull up behind you. An individual gets out, kind of brushes himself off. He's in not exactly a suit and tie, but he's in definitely like the coat, the blazer style coat. Looks more club attire. Open collar, top button, light blue shirt, dark blue jacket and pants, stitched shoes, stitched leather, and he begins to walk up to your guys' van.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying I'd get out, probably stretch my legs.
Same.
You guys get out, kind of stretching, keeping an eye, and he approaches immediately you, Charles. Mr. Leon.
I'm sorry. I forgot who you are if we've met.
We haven't had the pleasure. Tucks inside his jacket and hands you this letter.
I'll open the letter.
Trifold, wax seal, simple, no insignia. The letter reads, Warmest of greetings, Charles and Company, and welcome to the city of second chances. In the attached envelope, you will find 3 key cards to a complimentary presidential penthouse at the Ahern Hotel, just off the Vegas Strip, and a prepaid black card, good for the next 72 hours. While you will have a hard time finding a spending limit, massive cash withdrawals in excess of $100,000 may prove problematic for most institutions to provide. But by all means, acquire anything you like or need during your stay. Partake in the local cuisine and entertainment, and spend as much time at the tables as you see fit. The driver, Marcel, will take you anywhere you want to go and is intimately familiar with the area and the availability of or any goods or services you may require, illicit or otherwise. I would humbly request that you refrain from openly illegal activity that could put his life at risk, as he is a valued asset and relatively impossible to replace. But rest assured, he is quite capable and discreet. Once you've settled in, inform Marcel that you are prepared to discuss matters of import, and further arrangements will be made for us to meet in person. Feel free to take a day or two to enjoy yourselves, as I am to understand that you have been through a number of harrowing experiences and could likely use a bit of downtime. Until then, enjoy your time in Vegas. A potential friend. Enclosed in the envelope is indeed 3 key cards and a labelless black credit card with the only insignia that it would be a credit card, a single chip for chip readers. The driver, who you now know as Marcel, has returned to the car as you guys were reading this and pulls out this basket of champagne, fruits, and sort of looks almost like a gift basket of exquisite champagnes and exotic fruit. Holds it out to you as well.
Did Did we make a friend, Majin? Like, do you know? Do you have any idea who this Marcel? Who do you work for?
Marcel smiles, looks over to you guys and says, my instructions are to take you wherever you want to go and to find whatever you would want to do or whatever you want to do. If you want to know more about your new friend, you'll have to ask him yourself.
Well, there's no such things as gifts in prison. But this ain't prison. I'm gonna take the champagne and start drinking it.
It is just straight from the bottle, Majin.
Yeah.
Marcel kind of raises an eyebrow. You pop the bottle, the cork flies off, and immediately you taste. It tastes exquisite. This is clearly top of the line. There is no label that to speak of. This is... You can almost taste the money that went into this.
Feel rich just by consuming it.
So it's like the opposite of Donnie's moonshine.
Yeah. Still good though.
Chim, how's the fruit? I'll grab one and hand it to him. Eat one myself.
Fruits from various companies. Marcel's still holding the basket as you guys are kind of just sifting through this. Take one of the fruits. Are
there any mangoes?
There are mangoes, yes.
Cool. I'd like to make eye contact with Marcel while I just bite into the mango.
Watch as you do this. Kind of raises his eyebrow a little bit more. You do this, the juices flow. It is perfectly ripe, as if it has been grown in a habitat specifically for this type of fruit, plucked at the perfect moment by the perfect hand, washed under divine water and ambrosia. It tastes pure.
Did you just eat the skin?
Huh? Yeah, don't you eat your mangoes like that?
Oh.
That's pretty weird, dude.
At this point, Gregor comes out and is looking at this and just...
Oh, we're gonna need a place to park the van.
Marcel looks to you guys and says, that can be arranged. As I said, or as the letter states, the Alien Hotel, we have places for you.
I'll hand out the key cards to Majin and Gregor. I'll hand Gregor the letter so he can read it. And we need to pull out cash.
Just holding the black card.
Yeah.
Marcel looks to the three of you and says, I have a partner that can take your van with us if you would like to just ride in the limousine. Gregor looks at him and says, no, I'll follow behind you. Thank you.
I had a feeling that was the case.
Suit yourselves. Would any of you like to ride along?
I'll ride in the limo. Chim, you want to ride in the limo?
Chim immediately is just like, I've never been in a limo.
Oh. Does it have a sunroof?
Does indeed look like it has a sunroof.
I'm getting it.
Oh, this is gonna be so much fun.
Gregor kind of looks at the two of you, trying to convey something, just like pleading to be careful, just trying to convey. You guys have been around Gregor enough to where he's kind of looking at you like this could be a fucking trap. Please don't get murdered.
It'll be fine, Gregor.
It's most definitely is a trap.
Who knows?
It's a trap, isn't it, Marcel?
I can assure you that... Well, I suppose, what do you mean by trap? I'm kidding. As I said, I'm instructed to take you wherever you'd like to go, whatever you would like to do. As it stands, in most respects of the word, I am at your beck and call for the next few days.
We're gonna have fun, Marcel. All right, let's get in the limo. Let's fucking roll out.
You guys arrive, or you guys ride along in the limo. Gregor riding behind you in the van. The limousine is fully equipped with a full sort of mini bar, along with some food that has already been prepared and laid out. It's this person, whoever this person is, has thought of everything. There is, Charles, what's your shoe situation like? Just
Flip-flops.
remind me. Flip-flops, thought so.
Oh, actually, no, I have those weighted training boots.
You do have those boots now. Immediately you step inside, you can see that the surface of the limousine is different. Not just upholstery, it seems fluffy, and you touch down and it feels that it's just the softest carpet or rug that you've ever touched. You immediately feel that, and you just... When's the last time your feet were free?
I don't know. When did I get the weighted training gear?
So long ago.
Yeah, about then.
So there's that passing thought, Charles.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make MAJIN be strapped in this limo while I take my reeking feet out of these boots.
A good friend. A good person. You guys ride in the limo. Marcel keeps the dividing partition down as he drives. You'll find that the hotel that we're staying at is, while off of the strip, is quickly up and rising. 5 stars. Specifically chosen so you wouldn't have to be a part of the hustle and bustle if you didn't choose to be.
Selfie.
In the limo?
Oh, yeah, with the champagne and Chim Chim, us out the sunroof, send it to Jessica and be like, you jealous?
Yeah, we're taking all types of pictures.
Party rock anthem playing in the background as you guys snap pictures with Chim Chim draining champagne into his gullet.
Marcel's getting in this too.
Marcel is driving.
That it doesn't matter. I'm hanging through the partition taking selfies with him.
He maintains composure as you do this, as you kind of poke through. You can see he's got a quiet partner that kind of smiles. Similar man of similar build, similar uniform, it looks like. You take snap selfies with him. Marcel just continues to drive. Bit of a smirk on his face. You guys arrive at the Aaron Hotel. There appears to be an event center. There is a billboard, a video billboard, as they have in Las Vegas, displaying what looks like... How in tune are you guys with pop culture?
That depends, I suppose. Like internet meme culture, or like
Referring more so to popular media, so television shows, movies, things like that.
not. I'm not.
I mean, catch whatever I can whenever I stop at a motel,
Excellent. I would say you guys, this is pretty difficult to ignore. You see an individual on the screen kind of giving his testimony to an interviewer, it looks like. Darker skinned individual, nice suit and tie, big smile on his face. You recognize him, Leslie Odom Jr., the Aaron Burr of the Hamilton cast.
Hey, he looks like Jerome.
You hear him speak out and say, like, Marcel has changed my life. It's been... I would argue that I wouldn't have landed the part if it wasn't for the guidance that it provides. You can see the flash of words come across the screen as the interview kind of fades. I can see Ravenous Con 2022. It fades into another. You can see another a popular dance group known as Jabberwockies that performs here in Las Vegas. You can see this dance routine of these masked individuals. The lights dim and parts of their body begin to glow as they shift and move. This light show changes and they become less separate individuals. There's about 10 or 12, but they become less individualistic, and the lights along their bodies show up and they make the face and form of a dragon. RavenusCon 2022. Another flash. Words now emanated as an insignia begins to come to screen on, or come to vision on the screen. Being merciless means never being satisfied. There's another flame that it lights up the insignia. We're all used to hearing about the noble being the ultimate competitor. Another flash of flame. Forget that. Think bigger. Another flash of flame. There's nothing wrong with being great. It's better than being good. Being great means you excel, which is hard to accomplish and something to be proud of. But it doesn't make you the best. The final flash and flame, the insignia, RavenusCon 2022.
Do you believe in subliminal messaging, Martin?
You want to be the best. You want to be merciless. Release your inner dragon. RavenusCon 2022.
Maybe we should check out this thing called RavenusCon.
I don't know. I've never heard of it.
Marcel
Hey,
drops...
Marcel, is that your boss?
I'm sorry?
Is that your boss?
It's an event center. Or it's an event that's going on here at the Ahern Event Center.
Cool. Is that going on right now?
All weekend long.
Fantastic. So we can check that out. Also, I'm going to need a wake-up call tomorrow morning. I got to make a call to a secretary over in New York.
Understood, sir.
Wake-up calls? Is that what we're doing now? No more waking up before the sun?
I still intend to wake up before the sun. I never told you the wake-up time.
Okay, I'm just saying.
You guys get settled into your hotel rooms. Gregor is adamant that this is a trap, adamant that this is a ploy of some sort. Divinely uncomfortable. Marcel leaves you guys, gives you guys his card and his number. Says that he will be in the parking lot whenever you guys need him. And anything that you guys need to acquire, he will go get for you.
I need a doctor.
A doctor?
Yeah, I'll lift my shorts up and show him where I got shot in the leg.
I'll have my best surgeon on the spot.
Surgeon?
It's incredibly infected. Even I can see that just from looking.
Oh, fuck. Alright. Okay. I leave it in your capable hands, Marcel.
Excellent. Well done, sir. Anything I can do for the rest of you?
I'm good.
Excellent. You guys settle into the room. You guys have a moment to discuss with Gregor and discuss what to do in Vegas. You guys have, per the letter, says a few days. If you would like to just take some downtime, if you want to meet your potential friend immediately, it's entirely up to you.
If it's going to be a trap, let's make it worth it. I say we take the few days and just fucking live it up. Hangover style.
That's fair. We should get a band tattoo, you know?
Yeah. What band?
Well, no, like our band, you know.
Oh, like a group,
matching
like a group tattoo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No, I thought you were talking I don't know, like Blink-182 or Magnolia Park or something like that.
No, something to commemorate this, you know? You know, for a lot of people don't live their lives like this. You know, it's just freeing, and I'm happy to do it with y'all.
Yeah. Are we going to touch on the imagery of the monkey riding the eagle's back whenever we left that parking garage?
Probably should. Gregor kind of fucks it up, though. I don't know what kind of animal he.
Kind of reminds me of an octopus.
I am not. I'm right here.
Yeah. Like, octopus are noted for, like, randomly punching fish that, like, swim by.
Let me see the letter again.
It's like, okay.
Starts to
It's
kinda,
like Gregor whenever he gets his mean streaks.
Gregor
He
just
just
kinda
randomly
starts to look
lashes out at
this.
people.
Starts to look this letter over. You can see he's already falling into detective mode.
You see anything? Is it covered in white powder or anything
Is
like
this laced
that?
with anthrax? No, it's not laced with anthrax. I want to know more about this potential friend. Is there anything we have? What do we know about Marcel?
He's great at picking out gift baskets.
Yeah. He's
Excellent driver.
basically Alfred times 3.
Well, if we don't have any information on our potential friend, our weekend benefactor, maybe we can look at Marcel. Maybe we can get some information from him.
Yeah, let's ask him.
No, Charles, that's not how to...
Are we really going to spend our time in Vegas investigating?
I want to know who this person is.
Well, let's take 2 days to just use his money, and then we can worry about who he is.
We got, 3-4 days here?
We should be on our way tonight. We should, after we stop and enjoy a day, we should leave tonight.
I gotta show off the bike. This is Vegas. We gotta get tattoos. We gotta win some money, gamble.
You guys enjoy yourselves.
A couple clubs out here. Oh, you son of a gun! Come on, man. Yeah, whatever.
He grabs a coat not needed for Las Vegas, the coat of that he regularly wore in New York, and heads out with the letter in hand.
It's hot outside.
Heads out with the letter in hand to go do Gregor investigation things.
It's okay, MAJIN. I still have the card.
Party Rock Anthem plays one more time as we smash cut into whatever shenanigans you guys get into in Las Vegas. I will ask...
We should get Marcel to drive us down the strip and we just shoot people with paintball guns.
Illegal activity that puts his life in danger was in that letter.
Why would that put his life in danger?
So I'll ask this. It sounds like you guys are going to take some time, take some downtime, take some time to enjoy yourselves. Gregor is definitely going to be poring over the individual. I have a feeling, and I'll double check with the player as well, but I'm pretty sure I'm spot on the nose of what the character would do. For that time being, what are you guys up to? We will sort of not smash cut through this, but we'll briefly touch. And how many days do you take spending this mysterious benefactor's money?
I'd say 2 days.
I think 2 days.
Yeah, and then like right before we leave, we'll pull out as much cash as we can.
Oh, come on, we don't want to be assholes.
Okay, we'll pull out cash while we're here, and then if he asks for it back, I mean, we'll just hand him whatever cash we have.
Okay.
Let's just do like a day and a half.
I mean,
A
you
day and
guys,
a half?
it's about 5 p.m. now, so that's half of a day. You can take the next day to just enjoy Las Vegas with this black card. On the next day, if you'd like, you can
tomorrow. Let's meet him tomorrow night.
Okay. All right, I'm down for that.
Excellent. Question. Anything of note that you guys are up to? I am fully understanding that you guys are going down the strip, hitting people with paintball guns. Very quickly, Marcel flashes what looks like a badge to a police officer that pulls over the limousine. They nod, go over to the both of you, apologize for the inconvenience,
Oh,
and
hey,
then leave.
I'm not shooting
Marcel,
people. Let's get
Marcel,
that right. All right.
Can I get them too?
They look at you and they say, I don't see an issue with that.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking light them up.
What the hell, John? Come on, man. These are innocent people.
Las Vegas City
I'm not
Metro
shooting them.
lit up by paintball guns. They take a picture with you guys as well. It's a good time. Anything else of note?
It's starting to feel like fucking North Korea a little bit. I'll probably take my bike out later on that night, just for some attention, show off.
Absolutely. Las Vegas has a very heavy, I'll say the very first night will probably be your best bet to get some attention. First Friday of the month in Las Vegas on Fremont Street is quite a show out. One of my favorite events being home. First Friday is what you want, MAJIN.
Do they still have the animal shows with like the tigers and shit?
No longer have the tigers, but you do have Treasure Island that has the sort of live pirate ships outside of Treasure Island that do the show. Depending on high winds, but nowadays high winds aren't really much of a problem. Las Vegas is a city of legendary creatures and various scions of various gods. Vegas is a mecca of wealth, trade, commerce, gambling. There will be no high winds. Treasure Island will definitely be showing their pirate show, along with the water show over at the Bellagio. You have the Venetian that you can go explore at the forums. There's a lot to do in Las Vegas. I can keep going.
You said there's gods here.
There are a number of legendary creatures and mythical beings. There are Hermes is a god of commerce and trade.
Hermes. I want to race Hermes.
You want to race Hermes?
Yeah.
First Friday.
Put those boots on the line.
The boots.
Yeah, I want to race Hermes.
What do we have to bet against the boots though?
His wind horse.
Dude, I think that's steep. Hermes can always get a new pair of boots.
You want to play big ball, MAJIN?
This is Vegas. We're doing it.
Woo!
You want to race Hermes?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put $100,000 down on MAJIN.
MAJIN, we have a lot to go over. This is going to be resulted in a single roll. Are you absolutely sure you want to do this?
Oh. Yeah, I want to use this power. I want to use a Varga.
Kindly detail what a Varga does.
I'll read the paragraph. Varga is the champion of wrestling tournaments and is the title of many Tengri aspire to. Competition at heart. You may use this only in a formal competition, such as a formal duel, wrestling, contest, race, speedrunning, or any similar competition. You have a relevant scale equal to that of your opponent in the contest. If there's multiple opponents, you have a relevant skill equal to the highest among the opponents. This can never increase your skill to higher than your opponents. So it'll basically make my scale equal to theirs.
You bring yourself up to his level for a brief moment, or you bring him down to your level for a brief moment. Either way, equal footing will be found here. First Friday, you race Hermes. On the line, Hermes' winged boots of speed, and your Darkon wind horse. Hermes is a thin man. He wears no suit, just a nice button-up shirt. His winged boots are on him currently, in the guise of these dress shoes that have emblazoned on the side these beautiful wings. He looks at you and says, "Are you sure you want to do this, kid? First night in Vegas, you want to bet it all?"
Might as well get the flusters out the way the first day.
Suit yourself. Hope you have another means of transportation while you're in the city.
Oh, he's talking shit. Those fucking boots I'm gonna wear them motherfuckers.
I take it you'll be riding the wind horse.
Yeah. I take it you're gonna be running in the boots, flying.
He flicks hair out of his face. In a simple moment of brushing his hair, you can see the suit fades into the old Greek style. He looks very much like his mythological paintings. The winged boots now emblazoned with feathered wings. He carries his scepter with the twin snakes. Yeah,
The catechus?
I'll be running. Thank you. I'll be running. What's
All right.
what's the course?
Oh man.
My choice? Home field? Or would that be too bold?
I mean, it's only right I challenged you, so.
I see no better place than the strip itself. Let's clear the way, shall we? You guys make your way to the strip. Cars are cleared. Marcel has phoned in a few other of his personnel to help clear the way of the strip. This has become an event. Hermes himself will be racing against a young upstart. Your
Can I
legend
take a selfie
indeed
real
will
quick?
be great, Majin, if you succeed in this endeavor, but this is... My palms are sweating. You activate a Varga.
Yes. I imbue one legend for one scene.
I'm gonna imbue one awareness to grant Majin the name of Majin the Unbeatable.
Excellent. Outstanding. Charles, you dub him, giving a celestial title from the Shen itself. You can feel, Majin, legal script being written about you. The Shen of Heaven have imbued something within you. Majin
What
the
was that?
Unbeatable. Against Hermes, the god of speed and trade and commerce and messages. He takes a runner's stance. Looks over at you. Alright, last chance to back out.
I'm already at the line. Let's go.
Not one for horses. Maybe I'll give yours over to Apollo when I win. Cracks his neck. You can see...
If I could, I'd like to be 2 movement bands away from the finish line. Just like videoing the entire thing.
Absolutely. This is a nightmare. Majin, as the individual drops the flags, another deity, it looks like, clad in gold and jewels, a nose ring. She is many-armed and standing at the center of the track, ready with flags. Give me your roll, Majin. You've activated a Varga. Hermes is on equal scale. Under normal circumstances, you would have no fucking chance. But this is up to dice.
And I get the +2 enhancement.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
You've already invoked your paths. There's nothing you can do
Yeah.
unless you want to invoke survival path, but that's a stretch.
Maybe looking for the best path for your bike.
I mean,
It's a straight shot.
all right. I can't really think of.
You do have 2 momentum left.
Oh yeah. Are you good with me using them?
Burn it! Fucking
All right.
burn it!
All right.
This is
That's
so
just
bold.
another,
This
just an
is
automatic 2 successes.
Yeah, these are each for each momentum. So this
Okay.
is very bold. This is so bold.
So 6. I rolled 6 successes plus the 2 is 8, and then the momentum is how many?
You burned both momentum, so that is a +4. Let me double check that because I don't want to fuck you on this, but I also don't want to fuck Hermes on this. So
You can fuck her.
no,
It's
no,
on
no,
this.
no, no, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So what is your successes so far?
So with the 2 enhancement, total of 8 successes, not including the momentum.
So momentum is not successes. Momentum adds straight up dice. Player can spend 1 momentum
Okay.
per die to add a single die to the dice pool. So roll 2 extra die. It's invoking paths that gives you straight up successes.
So that's a additional 2.
Additional 2 dice. So you got
Yeah.
2 extra successes off those.
Yeah, I got a 10 and an 8.
So what's your total successes, Majin?
So 6, 8, 10 successes.
10 successes.
Don't look like that. Don't look like that.
Bold choice. Flags are dropped. Crowd cheers. Charles, along following the whole thing, you watch these 2 powerhouses, Hermes brought down to Majin's scale, race forward. Hermes kind of looks down at his feet, looks over to you, Majin, smiles, shaking his head, and then pulls forward, pushing it harder and harder, realizing that he's been brought down to your scale for this competition. The 2 of you race. Wind horse against winged sandals, you race across the Las Vegas Strip. The wind that rushes off the 2 of you is enough to blow jackets off, shirts back, hats fluttering away. Charles, something? You have something for us?
Yeah, once they pass me, I want to use sidestepping to get right to the finish line to get that primo view.
Excellent, perfect. You do this. You can see them rushing forward. And that is where we're going to take our break. We'll be with you again very shortly. As I'm sure you guys have noticed, our overlay is entirely gone. That's because the people that provided our overlays shut it down. So it's not just my fault. So I got to find a new one. But so enjoy our seemingly bare intermission screen while we'll be back with you very shortly. We'll see you soon. And with the results of this race. See you shortly. Welcome back. We rejoin our heroes. Kind of. We rejoin the crowd. A very specific individual. Royal Grey, you have been notified by Marcel that they're doing something foolish. Not necessarily dangerous, not necessarily illegal per your instructions, but you've been informed that one of them has chosen to wager their mode of transportation against Hermes himself in a race along the strip.
Well, as can you all hear me? Am I on? Are we live?
All good?
Okay. Well, as one who is a massive advocate for agency and the power of personal choice, I can only endorse this decision emphatically. By all means, take every measure at our disposal to keep the race as fair as possible, to keep the streets clear, and to put on as large of a spectacle as is humanly possible in Vegas, given short notice. Because, well, Destiny only screams once per day here.
Excellent.
And this seems to be the day. Whatever it amounts to for our biker friend.
No stops
So
then,
I will
sir.
watch. Yeah, I will watch. Oh no. But no, we will halt all proceedings. We will halt the buffet. We will move all of the accommodations outdoors for the purpose of witnessing this event.
Treasure Island's pirate show is put on hold. The Bellagio's water show, the multiple fountains and spouts of water, those jet streams, are silenced. All attention is brought forth. There is a spotlight brought down from the Eiffel Tower along the strip that watches everyone, that watches these two racers. Ozzy himself is aroused from his slumber and set up a small stage, screaming Crazy Train, as these two racers continue on. Chris Angel himself provides some magic as the lights are pulled from their sockets and drift along close to the racetrack itself. It is impromptu, and Ozzy may not have as large as a stage as he may think he deserves, or the world may think he deserves, but it's well done. All of Las Vegas and all of the strip itself has pulled its focus to these two racers. Royal Grey, what does the world see when they look at you now amongst this crowd?
Oh, I mean, Royal is a relatively tall, albeit slender form. Wearing fashionably worn jeans, some white sneakers, a Las Vegas, Nevada 80s retro sunset white t-shirt, over which is like a light single-breasted, slim-fitting black vest, and black driving gloves.
Excellent.
He has like short French cropped black hair, and a clean-shaven face that's timelessly perfect. High cheekbones and kind of deep-set hazel eyes and bronze skin. He's just kind of drifting around on the like the third or fourth floor balcony of a nearby hotel to watch the proceedings with some of the other VIPs.
Excellent. Your friend, one of your more recent friends in the past few weeks, is joining you here today. If you recall, someone who has given you a gift. You are a powerful individual in your own right, of your own volition. Upon meeting you and sort of coming to a sort of agreement, Lilith herself gave you a sort of power boost, in a sense. She joins you here today to watch the proceedings on the strip. Before she heads out tonight, she has some other business to attend to. Are the 9 with you? The Merciless 9?
Well, I mean, they're generally they're generally accessible, but they're busy people. The convention isn't necessarily for them. They have other things to attend to. Any of them are welcome to attend, obviously. So if they're in the hotel, that's their choice. But they're also not necessarily known to collect anywhere because there are only 9 of them. If someone is ushering from one of their spots, it creates a very easy opportunity for one of them to become a vacancy. So
Understandable.
They tend to not gravitate.
One or two of them is no doubt here, perhaps not in your very presence, but somewhere amidst the strip, somewhere in Las Vegas.
Well, I mean, they generally don't know who each other are either.
Indeed. Royal, you see the race. You see Charles as he steps sideways using his, the sort of puffy ink-splotched cloud of the Shen, his somersault cloud. As he steps sideways and sort of teleports to the end with his phone ready, you see Hermes and MAJIN neck and neck, passing the finish line. It's difficult to tell. It normally would be difficult to tell from up this high. But with your sight, with draconic vision, you can see by a hair's breadth MAJIN is victorious.
I will lean over to Lilith. Told you they were worth it.
It's just questionable of what exactly they hope to accomplish. I'm no doubt they're powerful, no doubt that they are... She pulls out her wallet, hands you a stack of bills.
I just kind of like pass it to the person next to me. Let me handle that. You have other business to attend to, I'm sure. Why burden yourself with such trivial matters?
Too right, Mr. Gray. Too right. I'll be in touch. I'll see you shortly. Stay safe.
I await your touch.
Smiles. She leaves the room. Back down on ground level in the knit and grit of it, MAJIN, you're not sure if you've won. The speed, the adrenaline is pumping. Charles, you are frantically rewinding the video to see if you have caught exactly who you're positive it was MAJIN, but you don't know. There's a small part of you that thinks that maybe perhaps that is just hopeful thinking. There was a stoplight camera, sort of multiple flashes set up at the end of this rather haphazardly. Everyone kind of crowds near them. They shove everyone away. Very quickly, a camera is brought forward on all of the big screens of the Las Vegas Strip. Is this individual? We're reviewing the footage now. We'll have an answer for you shortly. He shoves the camera away. MAJIN, Hermes stops alongside you. You had a good run. He pats you on the back and then touches the back of the bike. See you soon, sweetheart. Kind of.
If I may, what would the payout be for me betting $100,000 on MAJIN? Like how favored was Hermes?
So favored. So favored. MAJIN is a young upstart. MAJIN is Legend 1. Reasonably has a number of, his father's cults, his Pantheon's cults that recognize who he is at this point. But he is definitely not well known enough for Las Vegas. He is his young upstart that nobody knows. Hermes is the god of messengers, speed, travel, commerce. I mean, literally, like big dick energy along all of the roads of Greece at one point in time. So the payout will be great. Take some time, MAJIN. You have a moment to kind of yourself. You can go to Charles if you would like.
Yeah, I'm going to Charles.
What I would like to add about the odds, knowing full well the capabilities of this particular group, I probably would have narrowed it to about 4-1 with my personal investment into in my confidence in his ability. So narrowing down from probably like a 30-1 to, a nice.
Excellent. A nice spread from Royal Grey himself. Charles, MAJIN, you guys rejoin. The tension, the crowd still screaming, Ozzy still continuing another song. The world is aflame.
They need to hurry up. That was intense.
That looked intense. Oh man, do you want to look at the footage I got? You can't even tell. You can't tell who the fuck crushed first.
God damn. All right.
Imagine
saw you looking like a fucking Mario Kart. Fucking floating cloud and shit.
MAJIN, very much. You see the footage. It's Interesting. There's there's moments where you can see the two individuals, each of you, Hermes running in Greek attire, Majin, you are on your motorcycle. But then there's other frames where you swear you see the wind horse make a presence itself, the spirit itself, galloping across the camera. There's a few moments as people kind of congratulate. Some people come up and sit, like, apologize for you. People are shaking Hermes' hands. People are grasping at him, begging for blessing. And it's, Royal, you see this as well. You see the human beings scrambling and doing what humans do. There's... Go on.
I'm just showing some affection to her. Win or lose. Did amazing.
It's okay, man. There's always room on my cloud.
I won't need it.
There's
okay.
tension as the camera and the video screens change again to the same individual that reviewed the footage. After reviewing the footage, we have come to a conclusion that in the instance and the race of Hermes, god of speed, messengers, travel, commerce, he starts to list off of all of Hermes' epitaphs. And Majin, kind of looks over at you, Majin.
The unbeatable, the warden of the road.
Majin, the unbeatable, the warden of the road. In the case of this race, we declare the victor to be... There's a pause for dramatic effect that the world holds their breath along this Las Vegas strip. Majin, the warden of the road. There is an insane cheer across the strip. People throwing whatever they have in their hands in disbelief. Some in displeasure. Again, Hermes was quite favored in this race. There's some fights that break out. People that are refusing to pay. People that are being made to pay. Majin, you've won. There's that moment of disbelief where you pause, and after your name is announced, you stand, uncertain of if it was real. Hermes himself suddenly appears beside you. Hair's width. Camera pans over to you, Majin. All the screens of Las Vegas are on you.
Oh, shit.
First words, Royal, you hear this over the speakers of Las Vegas. Just, oh, shit.
I say to myself very quietly, I really hope that boy has a lawyer. And I just sit back and watch.
Am I supposed to speak?
Broadcast through all of Las Vegas.
Is that an echo?
There it is.
What? Oh, okay. Well, thanks, everyone, I guess. Hermes, thank you. You accepted the challenge. I appreciate it. I hope we could get a selfie after this. Yeah, fuck yeah. Yeah.
Hermes kind of puts his arm around you and kind of helps you out, ushers you, and just like, it was a hard-fought race, and I'll say it's been a while since someone made me sweat. So let's give it up for Majin, the unbeatable and the warden of the road. He raises your hand up, calls out, "Your next god, Las Vegas." He raises you up, and everyone's excited to see you. Yes, Charles.
As Hermes says the unbeatable, I'm going to unimbue that awareness from that time.
Understood. The words lose a little bit of meaning as Hermes speaks them, and it's just a little... Anyone who's a little bit more divinely or, magically aware kind of feels the awkwardness in that statement. But Las Vegas sees Majin on all the video screens, hugging close to
Can they
Hermes.
still hear me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay. Oh, quick shout out. Rolling Nomads. Hey, it's for you, baby. Yeah. You're muted.
You turn, the patch on the back kind of gets a close up. You can see, the motorcycle club has been shouted out. Yeah. Race complete. Hermes congratulates you again and just hope to do it again sometime.
Yeah. Shake his hand. We catch a selfie.
He is wearing different sandals now. But he holds this pair of sandals, these two sandals over to you. There's a sort of shake, take, salute moment as the screens look over to you and Hermes passing along your prize, Majin.
Fuck yeah. I'm sending that straight to Jessica.
No need. Your phone is already blowing up from calls from her. Alongside Charles, text messages. You get text messages, both of you, from unknown numbers. You guys are immediately added to a text group chat, one of the most annoying things in the world, that is just blowing up with people. It looks like the Daughters of Artemis that are just congratulating you, calling bullshit, saying you cheated. I lost so much money. You're a piece of shit. Congratulations. We love you. There's just a bunch of messages of mixed variety.
I'm immediately ignoring everyone in the text group chat. First of all, that takes priority. Secondly, I'm going to go and collect my winnings from betting $100,000 on MAJIN.
Congratulations, Charles. You, they look at you, and there's not really like an official gate or anything like this to collect your winnings, but an individual, clad in what looks like a gold suit, kind of says, "Stop! Who'd you bet on?"
I bet on MAJIN.
Fuck. Okay. What name?
Yeah, Charles Leon. Charles Michael Leon.
His eyes begin to glow as he kind of looks into the sky. Cool. Your winnings have been transferred.
Transferred to what?
You got a bank account, right?
Chim, do I have a bank account?
Chim just looks at you. Do you have a bank account? You should double check that.
It got put into the benefactor's money because I used his money to bet.
Chim kind of looks and says,
Okay.
So we're still poor? Chim just throws a tiny hat and just like, this is bullshit! With that race won, you guys take the rest of your time in Las Vegas. This is first Friday, the first half of the day. You said you wanted to meet your benefactor the following night. So the following day, you guys attempt to wind down, attempt to, get some downtime. But after that show, MAJIN, everywhere you go, there's people that are trying to talk to you, trying to meet you, clamor for your attention, sign things.
Reluctantly do so. This is too much, man. I'm not. Yeah, calm down. It's just a race.
You get a text from some of the other nomads of your motorcycle club, congratulating you, thanking you for the shout out. A couple of them are like, you put a target on our back, but we'll take it. You get some word that the nomads are brought into the spotlight in new and interesting ways, positive and negative. People are looking at them now.
Goodness.
Royal, for this next following day, what would you like to prepare? Is there anything that you would be up to? Ravenous Con is going on currently.
As we know, I don't actually talk at these things. My face isn't attached to anything. My face isn't even in the book that I wrote. So I'll mingle amongst them and try to identify, I guess, what you would consider vestigial doubt the kind of lingering questions that these sheep tend to have for themselves, primarily just to continue to optimize my strategy for future reference. But I find them a little less interesting than um, providing a bit of soft cover for uh, Charles and Majin and their troop. So there will be no paparazzi at the Ahern Hotel. There will be no information shared about where they're staying or which floor they're on or where they're basically where anything having to do with them is.
Understood.
If I do get wind of anything, it's going to get smashed. If there are PR people that are reaching out to the hotel, they will likely never be heard from again. So we are just going to provide them with as much quiet as they like. And in the meantime, I will provide Marcel with a portfolio to give them, should they mention anything about their level of discomfort, with all of the attention that they're getting. That will basically provide a brief of agents, like PR agents that they can talk to, lawyers they can speak to, people both local, domestic, and international.
I'll say, Marcel, part of Merciless, and in seizing life, as it were, per the book and per your the agenda that you help these people reach, is reading people. They don't necessarily mention their level of discomfort. Marcel contacts you after your instructions and lets you know that there's definitely a level of discomfort that Majin displays when having to sign things, displays when having to be swarmed on the street. He also lets you know that Gregor is doing exactly as you expected.
Well, share with him what it is. Share with him the knowledge that he is seeking, as we have nothing to necessarily hide. But keep him in the quiet spaces.
Understood,
And
sir.
as far as Majin is concerned, if he requires additional physical security, you know the drill. We have the limo. If an arsenal is required, you know where to find it.
Understood, sir. They're looking into me. They can't find too much on you, so.
Well, if you wish to make friends, you are more than welcome to. Just understand that your duties come first.
Yes, sir. I think I'll keep him, and entirely up to you, but I think I'll keep him distracted during your meeting with the other two. I want to gauge his threat level. I don't get anything clear off him, if that makes sense.
I don't think he's necessarily malicious, but he is a bit overcurious, and while his paranoia is justified, I don't need them getting into any more trouble here than they've already acquired.
Yes, sir. We fast forward in time. Majin, you notice security, private security provided by Marcel and his benefactor. Provided during your stay in Las Vegas. Any perusing, any shopping you might need to do or would like to do. Charles Chim Chim is still pouting, still just kind of muttering to himself. All that, and we're still poor. Race to God, still poor.
Chim Chim, those are our earnings. We're probably fine to pull those out and keep that. We'll just have to ask the benefactor how much we won. Moving on from that.
Yeah, but what if he lies? What if he's not a good dude? What if he? I just want money.
Look at what he did. Tell me that he's going to be shy about giving us our winnings. Like, come on. And then worst case, we can split it 50-50 with him, you know? I mean, I guess absolute worst case, he could just keep it, but then we're just back where we started off.
You speak that.
Having fun on the road.
You speak that the last part out, and he's just like, slams his head into the bed. Just...
Hang on, I have important things to do. My wake-up call where I call the secretary.
You call the secretary during your wake-up call.
Does she answer?
She does.
She does? Holy shit! Hi, do you remember me? It's Charles.
The phone kind of goes strangely silent for a moment. I do.
I'm in Vegas right now, and I was wondering, I Wonder if you wanted to go on a date or something, girl. Let's hit up a 5-star restaurant, get fucked up, make a scene so we don't have to pay for it, fight a homeless man, make a crown out of his cardboard box. We can go to the pier. I'll make you my pier queen. We can ride off on dolphins at the sunset.
There's a long silence. I'm in New York. Who is this?
This is Charles. I met you when you were working for Ted UN. I just won a couple $100,000.
I'm in New York.
I just won a couple $100,000. My people will talk to your people.
Okay.
Hang on, what's your name again?
It's a long silence. So there's the quiet on the phone when someone is just silent, and then there's the lack of ambient noise when they put you on mute. That's what you're experiencing now, Charles.
Chim Chim, I think she put me on mute. How would you take that?
It says, I think she's tracing your location and is probably going to have you arrested. It sounds like...
Good fucking luck.
Maybe
you were there when people tried taking me in.
This is very... You have to admit that this is probably very strange for her. She gets back on the line and says, yeah, if you want to fly me out, I'll be on the first plane ride.
Hang tight. I'm going to shoot a message to Marcel asking if we can hook her up.
Royal,
use some of the winning money.
This text message is forwarded to you with a laugh emoji and like, are we fucking doing this right now?
They still have 52 hours left of free reign. I don't see why not. I mean, obviously, we can't have anything untoward happening, but I don't see them doing anything particularly dangerous. Silly, sure. But who are we if not to provide them an opportunity to entertain themselves for as long as we can?
Message comes back in response to you, Royals. Okay, this is the strangest fucking job you've ever sent me on. And a message to Charles, just, yeah, I don't see why not.
All right, fantastic. Like I said, my people will talk to your people. You take care. Wait, hang on. What was your name again?
Already hung up.
Fuck.
Arrangements are made. Charles, you have a meeting tonight that you and MAJIN agree that you wanted to meet the benefactor tonight. You can have this date arranged through the day. She would be a bit jet lagged, I would imagine. Or the next day.
I'll get some caffeine pills and we'll do it through the day.
You do this. So throughout this day, MAJIN...
One of the adult ways to handle jet lag.
Charles is preparing for his date in whatever way Charles does. I'm praying to God you shower. Charles, say you shower right now.
I can show you what I do.
Don't do this. No, please, no. Disgusting, awful, terrible human being. You're a garbage person. MAJIN, Charles is bathing himself in various bits of body spray. Gregor is out, buying twine for his cork board. What would you like to do, MAJIN? You're gonna go shopping? You're gonna go buy things? What are you up to?
Well, first, bro, there's a shower, a nice ass shower in there. I don't know why the fuck you doing that.
The wet world is evil.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna just chill and hang out for a little bit. You know, maybe hit up a tattoo shop or something. Yeah.
Understood. And you do this, Majin. You make the day to yourself. Marcel is not indisposed entirely. He's able to drive you, but Gregor is sitting up front in the limousine for the most part, asking him questions with a notepad, regularly just grilling him for information. Your guys' day passes through, you buy certain things, you explore different areas. Charles, you go on your date. It doesn't go terribly. She's confused.
About what?
How you remember her, why you remember her, why you flew her out from New York to Las Vegas for a date, what's with the monkey.
Well, first of all, Chim Chim is my companion.
Chim
Okay,
Chim,
like
for the record, has bathed.
fantastic. Love to hear it. Secondly, I remember her because I got so lost in her eyes. Just couldn't help it.
Awful.
She didn't give me her number then. I found a way. I'm a stubborn bastard like that. Thirdly, yeah, I just wanted to do something nice for someone.
Date doesn't go terribly. You guys actually have a lot in common, for some portion. Yes, Royal.
I was just curious, has you ever figure out what her name is?
Yes. Eventually, throughout this, she gives you her name. Her name is Amy. She explains, like, you guys have a lot in common, actually. You guys both, to some degree, you a more extreme, love the outdoors. She is also born and raised in Connecticut. Not an orphan like yourself. Moved to New York at a young age and kind of just built up her career from there. She was in charge of maintaining public opinion and for the public relations portion of. There was an artist who made a solid block, a cube of gold. She was in charge of keeping the public relations for that. It was an audacious and terrible art display, but it was a job for her. Unfortunately, that cube of gold did go missing. But that public relations, that's not her department. That is all legal. That is all security. That was sitting in Central Park for some time. In fact, you recall that cube of gold, Charles. If you recall, you took that and you buried that somewhere. That's still somewhere in Central Park.
Yep. I do recall.
The individual who made that display and made that art piece, pretty upset about it. It was supposed to be this declaration about some artistic viewpoint, but it came off as just privileged, to say the very least. A cube of gold in Central Park where New York's homeless were allowed to look but not touch came off very poor. Unfortunately, it went missing. Shame.
It was ruining the sights around there anyways.
But your date goes fairly well. We fade from the day into the evening. Marcel picks you guys up. If there's anything last minute you guys want to prepare before you meet your benefactor.
I want to fight Donnie Rhodes if he's here.
Not here.
Fuck. Okay, next time.
We should probably bring a gift or something.
What can we give him?
Marcel, what does your employer like?
What do you get for the man that has everything?
Nothing?
I would say ask him yourself.
It's too late by that time. Let's
It's
go
really
pick up
not.
some flowers or something.
I'm
Just
gonna
in case.
draw him a shittily candid drawn picture of me, Gregor, and Chim Chim, like holding a heart saying thank you.
Understood.
Wait, how you? Hold on, you're not gonna put me in the picture?
All right, I'll add you in there.
Fuck. All right.
I'm bad at drawing motorcycles, MAJIN.
Don't forget Chi Chi.
Okay, I'll throw Chi-Chi in there too. You know what? I'm just gonna trace the eagle on the outside of the van for this part.
Excellent. So
And we get flowers.
a small child's drawing on this large bit of paper that has just this giant eagle traced over it. Majin, you purchase some flowers. Royal, what do they encounter when Marcel brings them to your location? What is the building like? Set the mood.
So it's actually on the room that we'll be meeting in is the same floor that they're on. So Marcel will be leading them basically across the hall. And it would be led into a room that doesn't look much different than their own. Sparsely decorated. There's not a whole lot of extra stuff outside of what goes on in their room. Same like kind of presidential posh, but nothing in particular. And when they come in, Marcel knows to just stay outside. The place probably smells faintly of firewood, like burnt firewood. There's probably like a faint charcoal smell in the air, but nothing particularly sour. And when they come in, there is a tray set in the kind of sitting area with the same type of bottles of champagne or wine, a couple of opened beers in a bucket, and like a small cheese tray. Nothing super fancy. It's probably like a plastic cheese tray that looks like the lid has been like ripped off, and there's just like crackers and cheese and like Walmart salami in it.
Understood.
And once I hear the door shut, I will probably flush the toilet and wash my hands and come walking out of the bathroom with like a drying towel. Same relatively tall, slender figure, but instead of the 80s retro sunset white t-shirt, it is an 80s retro sunset black t-shirt, same vest, same kind of fashionable ripped jeans, black sneakers, same short cropped hair.
Gentlemen, you're brought up to this room. You take in the sights, the sounds. You hear the toilet flush. And out steps this gentleman.
Driving glove?
Good question. Driving gloves?
What was it called? Yes, driving gloves are still on.
Driving glove?
Yes.
Out steps this mysterious gentleman that you can presume to be the benefactor of your weekend so far.
Hi, I'm Charles. Thanks for the weekend. I've had a lot of fun. I drew this for you. Did you wash your hands with those gloves on?
No, I didn't. And thank you. I do appreciate it, Charles. Majin, good day and welcome. I appreciate you taking the time to meet with me. I hope your stay's been pleasurable thus far.
Yeah. It's been great. It's been amazing. These flowers are for you too.
Thank you. Please, I'll take them. They're quite lovely. And the drawing. This is spectacular. I will cherish this always. I will put the flowers in a nearby vase, and I will put the drawing. I'll kind of lay it out on, the dinner table basically, and just kind of flatten it out. Regard it.
Again, it's a very well drawn eagle flying above the sky, and then a smaller sort of like drawing of a representation of what looks like it's supposed to be the band. Majin, Charles, and Gregor. You can see this awfully drawn motorcycle of just like spoke tires, and it's not great. It's not terrible. It looks like as if someone who is had an art, hyperfixated on art as a child and then lost it in favor of something else?
You know, this tells a story that words cannot. And I'll again, please
Thanks.
sit. I'll ask that you forgive all the pageantry, as there is quite a bit going on both in and outside the city that has warranted much of my attention. And considering your, we'll say, recent experience in Tucson, I hope you understand the gravity of the situation we find ourselves in, which is why I've asked you to come here.
Okay.
How do you know about that?
Well,
Well, there are many forces at play, and I thought it might be best to give the powers that be a bit of time to simmer down while providing you with a bit of soft cover, if you will. Perhaps give you an opportunity to gather your thoughts and consider your options and the role you intend to play in the upcoming, ongoing, and inevitable struggles that are to take place. So as far as how I go ahead, please, by all means.
I just want to clarify. This isn't a trap, right? Like
The
you're
only
not
thing
friends with Phil or anything, are you?
I don't know if I know Phil. I mean, you might have to refresh my memory. There's
He wears a lot of yellow. Has a lisp.
I'm afraid I don't know Phil, but we can get to that before we dig much deeper. Oh, and I pardon my manners. I'm so used to just not talking to people directly. My name is Royal, Royal Gray, and
Nice to meet you.
a pleasure. Your
Does he smell like anything?
There is the question. Taking a whiff of the air, Royal, there's not really a particular smell associated with you, but is there anything that you would like to convey?
um, only with words. So when the scent of the divine occurs, basically, I will kind of keen in on Charles, and I will look him in the eyes and say, um, I am the reincarnated Grey Eminence, the grand ruler maker, never sung of, nonetheless elementally essential. I have been currently in the public eye for publishing a bit of literature that seems to have taken root with some of the less self-aware of the population, in an attempt to root out those with a burning sense of agency, purpose, if you will.
Royal, I have a quick question for you. You are familiar. Scent the Divine is a sometimes subtle ability. You yourself have been known to kind of give people a bit of a sniff here and there. Catching
What they
Charles
would call
doing this is easy. Would you return the favor? Would you like to scent the divine?
No, not at this time. But what I will say is, my essence, the essence of the Great Eminence, is a matter of subtlety. So what would happen is, I assume, is like when they sent the divine, it's less about me and it's more about understanding that I am the presence behind them. I am the presence in their right flank. I am the whispering voice to the king, not the king.
The sage, the advisor, the subtle influence. There is no smell, Charles. There is a feeling.
Well, before we dig much deeper, I don't need to tell you that there are eyes and ears everywhere, and it is likely best that we move this conversation to somewhere a bit more discreet. I can promise you as best as I am able that while you're in my company, no harm will come to you, and that I will afford you all the protections I have to offer while we peaceably discuss your position. What you feel you may come to know, perhaps you know plenty of which I do not, and perhaps I can also shed some light on how I might offer assistance in alleviating some of the pressure mounting from certain parties, if you're so
Oh.
willing.
I mean, I'm Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, by all means. I'll detail something afterwards. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm down. Yeah.
All you need to do is follow me through this door. I will gesture to a closed door, not the bathroom. um, after I'll open it, basically to reveal complete darkness. And we can adjourn to a safe and comfortable place to continue our conversation. Also, where we are going is decidedly not pet friendly. Not because I have no love for companions, but trust that they will be remarkably uncomfortable there.
Is there oxygen in there? Like,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Do I see any
Chimchim's with
stars?
me. I'm telling him to
It's
eat the crackers and stuff, and then I'll use sidestepping to just pop into the doorway.
God damn it.
Say left.
Chim Chim hops off. Royal, you see Charles sort of shimmer and drift through the doorway. Majin is still present. Chim Chim is
the air
gingerly
is
taking
perfectly
the
breathable.
Chim Chim is gingerly taking the crackers and kind of like nods over at you, Royal, and just
All right, I'll step in.
Okay. I fall in behind them, and upon entering the doorway, they can hear it shut behind them. And if they glance backward, it reveals only like an ornately engraved wall of polished wood. Like there's no door to be found. They may also feel a distinct feeling of detachment from their connection to a higher power. So wherever they are, their gods, their benefactors are absent, and their presence is replaced with like a vast, quiet emptiness.
Fucking space again. God damn it.
unsettling to say the least. Majin Charles, it's familiar to when you stepped into Terra Incognita, when you had met in Nyarlathotep's domain, aside from the level of absence. Truly, you are still Tengri, you are still Shen. But you are the only Shen. You are the only Tengri. You are alone here.
I will lead them into a large chamber, kind of reminiscent of a museum and a candy store. There's like long glass chutes that are stretched toward a vaulted ceiling. They're filled with currencies, like rare gems, precious metals, jewelry from like throughout history, seemingly sorted by historical period. And there are display cases nearby that are filled with like period clothing, artifacts, pottery, tools, and like statuary of times long past. In the center of this chamber is like a massive ornate glass case containing what can only be described as an egg that's like gently flame lit, that's pulsing with like an inner rhythm reminiscent of like a heartbeat. And just kind of Royal just kind of casually strolls through the chamber, leading them past the glass case to where he stands at the top of the flight of stairs and kind of looks back expectantly at them. This way.
Is there anything that you guys hesitate at? Anything that you guys stop and take note of?
Man, I'm looking at the stuff we passed, you know. It's like, I'm assuming it's like historic type thing, like they have age to them.
Oh,
yeah, I'm taking note of that stuff, looking at it.
There
And then
are
once we get to the egg, I'm
certain
curious
things
now.
in here that you will not find in museums. They call out to you these remnants of history that should not be. Burned, singed pages of a book. You can see pottery that feels as if you may have seen pieces of it shattered in the Smithsonian. These things that should not be, these things that aren't real or true, but yet still sit before you.
He leads them through this chamber down a long flight of stairs that appear to have been restored from the remains of the Titanic. And you enter like a long multi-floor gallery arcade where there are floors and floors and floors of games from historical eras, from like shuffleboard, chess, backgammon pieces carved from bone and stone. And like as the balconies proceed upward, you see rows of pinball machines and like stand-up arcades, televisions, carnival games, skee ball, and so on. And he kind of casually strolls over to what looks like a snack counter and prepares a small plastic tray of chili cheese nachos, which he piles high with jalapeno peppers. And he kind of sinks into a nearby beanbag chair that bears like a worn Sony PlayStation logo. Please make yourselves comfortable. We're safe here. Welcome to my humble abode.
I look to
What
Charles.
what would you consider? What would you consider not a humble abode? If this is a humble abode, is my first question.
Well, my hoard is dwarfed by quite a few. While I do take great pains to keep everything organized and cataloged, it is but a pittance compared to those older and more powerful than I.
Like a trading card game collection. Got it. Cool.
We have those in the library as well, but we can talk about that at another point if you like. Perhaps
No.
you can help me understand why my kin believe that you might be agents of chaos, meant to either deliberately or unwittingly bring about their hunting and inevitable destruction by the gods who've decided to share their power with you. I will munch on a nacho.
You can't.
Um,
Hold on. Are you Teatro? Just
No, I am not Teatro. Though following the events in New Orleans, I've taken a personal interest in the comings and goings of your troop and its intentions. While I can't say that I know everything, it is already well known that your presence in Tucson brought the attention of Ku Klux Klan's location to Quetzalcoatl's doorstep, reigniting a blood feud that's been simmering for millennia. What vexes me is, why did you seek him out in the first place? What was so important?
would you be upset if we told you that we were just trying to pass the time until the gentleman's club opened?
oh, yeah. Come on, man.
Not if it were the truth.
Yeah, so that was the gist of it. We had to replace the TV. We went to Walmart. Cuckoo Khan's people were like basically subverting the Walmart and trying to like
As
make
one
business
does.
better. Yes. And MAJIN had pieced together that those were Cuckoo Khan's people. From there, we decided what better way to kill time than to look for Cuckoo Khan. And so we did that. We didn't expect things to get out of hand. We were just kind of going with the flow.
I see.
Let me clarify. All right, we're not
please
just doing.
help yourselves to the snacks, by all means.
We're not just doing things, just for shits and giggles.
If you have like spicy McChickens stashed away.
I'm sure that the cart's equipped with a deep fryer if you'd like to make your own. I tend to keep things personal here. There's no help on hand.
Fair enough. I probably shouldn't be trusted to make my own spicy McChicken. I'll just grab some chips.
But when we heard, when we kind of pieced together Cuckoo Khan and, the things we've been through and stuff, we figured, we could make connections and stuff. And there's this 3-way war thing going on. And we're just trying to get ahead of the storm to, make peace before war. Basically, I'm not looking to fight people, but that's where it's headed, it seems like. And, figure
You mentioned this Phil that seemed to be a point of concern for you. What role did they play in this? Why were you concerned whether or not I was an agent of theirs?
Phil's a jackass.
Yeah, he's like a little brother. He traveled along with us for a bit, and we dropped him off in Florida, and it turned out he was working for this big bad, and we're just trying to win him back over.
Big bad.
That's what he's trying to do. But we've been in some fights, and he's been acting helpless and stuff. He never fucking helped us, and then he backstabbed us basically, and we owe him an ass kicking.
Breaking the PlayStation, bastard.
Yeah, he broke the PlayStation. Played puppets in New Orleans.
This big bad, then, this had something to do with what occurred in New Orleans?
Phil had something to do with what occurred in New Orleans. I think he's trying to recruit forces for his patron.
And who is his patron?
I don't know his name. We refer to him as the King in Yellow.
Usually he wears like a yellow sweater or something.
I take out a small like a small spiral memo pad and like flip a couple pages over and just write something down. That's a new one.
Not to be rude or interrupt, but are you like I see the egg coming up and stuff.
You're asking if I'm a dragon.
Yeah.
I'm a Naga.
Nah.
So
Oh, like in Final Fantasy.
Sure, we can go with that. I am, unlike many of my brethren who are heirs who have been bestowed with power, I am, we'll say, blessed and cursed with the previous incarnations of myself and forced to find ways to remember who I once was time and time and time again. As kings are uprooted and destroyed, so too are their magistrates, so too are their counselors, so too are their viziers, such as it is.
It's like all this stuff, like yours
Mine?
from like a previous life.
In essence, there in many cases there is no one but me to protect them, to remember them, to remember their importance or their place in history.
So it's kind of like reincarnation, almost.
It is quite literally reincarnation. As I said before, I am the reincarnation of the Grey Eminence.
Oh,
That's
But
neat.
you're very astute.
my brain is breaking right now. I'll be honest.
Would you like a soda? I point to like against the Pepsi fridge that's kind of next to the snack cart. Hydration. Are you feeling well? Sometimes the trip can be unsettling to some people.
No, yeah. I'll take a soda. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I will get him a
Can you grab me
frosted beverage.
Can you grab me something?
Absolutely. What would you like?
Do you have Coors Banquets?
Absolutely. And as I do so, I will take out my phone and like flip through some things while I hand him the beer and I hand MAJIN a soda. It's a very well placed bet, by the way, Charles. I
Yeah, I
approve of
figured
your
with
support of your
you.
friend here.
Yeah, I figured if he was gonna bet his horse, then I would put the money down. You said we could use it however we wanted in the letter, so I figured I'd go ahead and do that. And then since you flew my friend out here, I wasn't gonna ask about the winnings, honestly.
Oh, by all means, it's I'm not here to discuss the trifles of Bunny. I simply wanted to again, I find it noteworthy your faith in your friends. There is a level of importance that I believe is overlooked when you're dealing with people who have been given power by those from above. They seem to lose track of their connections to one another and that which makes their quests important. It's one of the reasons that I've taken an interest in you. You seem capable, willful, even defiant
Of
in
what?
many ways.
Mm,
Willful.
there it is.
And there is a level of respect that I have for those who would carve their own way.
Well,
Tell
we're
me,
all about freedom.
well, this King in Yellow, is it then your quest to thwart their efforts on Terra Incognita, on Earth? Have you decided to embody the change that you wish to exact, independent of the will of the people that you serve, the gods that you serve? Claim your destiny for yourselves? Is that your aim?
For me, right now, I want to get Gregor to California. After that, I want to save Phil. I don't really care about the King in Yellow. I don't really care about the war, to be honest. I don't want to see people die. I don't want to lose people, but at the same time, I don't want to lose my friends either. So I want to make saving Phil my next step.
I'll look at Majin.
Well, I mean, like he said, we gotta get our friends to California. I definitely will feel the ass kicking. But I mean, I don't know. I'm new to all this, you know, gods, dragons, whatever the fuck Phil is. But if there's gonna be a war, a fight, I don't know. I just want some understanding of it.
Here's what I understand. As far as I can see it, there are a lot of misconceptions at play right now, and there are a lot of parties who don't know what to believe, who are being led to believe one thing or another. I believe that many are being lied to, and I believe that at the heart of it, your little group here can be the purveyors of truth and cut through this miasma of lies that seems to be hurtling us all toward chaos. Mutually assured destruction is on the horizon, and while I would die over and over and over again to ensure my kin's further existence, it's not getting any easier. And targets are being painted on their necks as gods are led to believe that dragons are at the core of their problem, and the continued threat of titans continues to loom overhead, and now we have these mysteries at play, these secretive, chaotic entities that need to be brought out into the light so they can be seen for what they are. Now, as the reincarnation of the Grey Eminence, it is well within my purview to assist you with achieving your potential, if that is what you choose to do. It is very much in the core of my existence to wish to help you. But we would need to do what is necessary to abate concerns by my kin that you are a threat to their existence.
I don't think
Yeah.
we're a threat to anyone innately. We're very much big on freedom, and so we just don't take shit from authority of any kind. With that being said, if you want to be our friends, absolutely.
This isn't a question of authority. This is a question of power and choice.
Yeah, I mean,
Go ahead.
I don't want beef with your people. I don't know if you know Albane. I feel like this is kind of like a little racist, maybe, but we met Albane and he was cool. You know,
I have not, but and don't take this the wrong way, I have not but pity for Scions, as I feel that often the veil of duty placed over your heads by your gods prevent you from achieving your true potential. Now, that is not to say that what you're doing is wrong. I believe in your heart of hearts that you feel like you're doing exactly what you should be doing. But I ask you, if these incidents continue to follow you around, with or without your desire, you can only ignore the signs for so long that something is calling to you to take action, to make choices, to make a decision, to play an active role in your destiny. I can't force you to, but I can smell it upon you. It's not responsibility. It's a choice.
With that statement firmly in mind, this is where we will leave our heroes for this episode of Scion Godsend. Excellent, well done. Thank you so much, Royal Grey, for joining us. I hope we'll see you the next Sunday to continue this discussion. Absolutely wild.
I mean, assuming they can continue to put them on monologuing, I'll be here.
That was fucking amazing. It's intense. Yeah.
Oh man, shit got
No, it was a
real.
super good time. I really appreciate the opportunity. This has been super duper fun. I had so much fun watching you all play through that. Oh my god, I could have just sat there, and I wished I'd slapped like a 196-hour limit on that card. Like I could have just watched you all run around Vegas and raise hell for weeks. But I think Gilbert would have gotten really pissed. So
It's not my world. I just prop up structures.
shout outs to Marcel.
Love
It's a true
Marcel.
fair.
Fantastic. Excellent. Well, if I agree, absolutely fantastic. Really intense. Shit got real for our Scions very quickly. That's awesome. I hope to see you back next Sunday. For the time being, because I never have anyone to help me shill out shit, or no one else shills out their stuff. Royal, who are you? Where can we find you? What do you do? Anything you want to plug?
I mean, I haven't had to do an intro in a while. My name is Alex. I was playing Royal Grey, again, the reincarnation Grey Eminence, writer of Merciless, the unleashing the ravenous dragon inside you. I am a filthy casual, dock diving dog dad. My dog's back there somewhere taking a nap as he is out behind the hat somewhere. And I am a soon to be certified personal trainer who is working with a lot of awesome people. And other than that, I have a full-time job that keeps me able to, do what I want to do and have fun with amazing new people. It's nice to meet new friends. Looking forward to making your lives infinitely more difficult next week. So I will see you all then. And thank you again, Gilbert, for inviting me. This has been a great time. And shouts out to Chaz, right, for like the Dragon manuscript and everything that makes Royal as gray as he fucking is.
Absolutely.
So yeah, we're having some crossed worlds, some colliding going on, some shared universe shit. I'm all for it. Let's do it.
Absolutely. And I'll ask, though I doubt the answers have changed, Majin, Charles, anything to plug?
Nope.
Eh?
No.
All right, well, I'll go fuck myself. We, of course, are the Rolling Nomads. As you guys can see, the overlay is missing. The people that provide that have shut everything down, so I'm building something up from scratch. We, of course, are the Rolling Nomads. You can find us over on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Rolling Nomads, where we stream Vampire every Friday. And we are returning with Thy Kindred Come today, 2 hours from now. Over finishing out what will likely be the last season of our very first of our original Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle. You can follow us on YouTube, where all of these episodes are uploaded, youtube.com/Rolling Nomads, where we upload every Tuesday and Thursday, except for these most recent episodes, because I was on vacation, so there's going to be a mass dump of stuff after this airs. That's us, Rolling Nomads, Twitch, YouTube. Me, hi, I'm Gilbert Ramos. You can find me everywhere at Ramos the Nomad. That's TikTok, Twitter, Twitch, all the social media things, all the good stuff. And this has been a pleasure and a treat, and I'm so hyped that we got Alex here for a reveal of Royal Grey. You guys made your first dragon friend, kind of, almost. You don't piss him off.
Friend.
Yeah. We will see you guys next Sunday, where we will be joined by Gregor after his investigation is finally pulled to this place, just casually led by Marcel, where he can rejoin his friends and hear the explanation and monologue from Royal Grey himself. With that being said, thank you for joining us. We'll hope you join us next Sunday. We'll see you guys then, same time, same place, same Scions.